Good evening. This video is entitled The Labyrinth and the Typhoon, and my name is Stephanie Marian. I have had the mother and father of all weeks in terms of being tested. The main themes have been issues of self-worth, speaking my truth, and trying to balance a feather on a fingertip in a typhoon. Try it sometime. My friend 11, I mentioned him in an earlier video, has made his presence felt during this time, but been sparse of word. In the midst of it all, I woke to this message from him. Leave that which forces you to think many times, as it may give you pain later. There are moments with 11 that I feel as if I'm in the 1970s television series Kung Fu, which by the way I loved. At first I was caught in the almost Taoist paradox of his statement, thinking many times, wondering what he was talking about and feeling the pain that it was already giving me. I took his words and put them in a box in my brain marked, "Figure it out later." Well, the week revealed itself with lots of challenging events on the menu. At one point, I found myself trying to find my way through a labyrinth of human machinations not my own. People are especially clever when they're fearful, and there was a lot of cleverness flying around. I kept trying to chart my way through this and find the path with integrity. I'd been doing this for several weeks, over and over in my mind. 11's words came back to me then, and then it became very simple. I let go and followed the wisdom of my heart. I extracted myself from overthinking, rose up out of the labyrinth too. The perspective was different up there, and I was able to see clearly. The path of integrity was up and out, to forge my own path, rather than to follow theirs. As I left, I spoke my truth. It was the right thing to do. It didn't matter if they understood. We don't speak our truth to be understood or honor others. We do so because we honor ourselves. This was not the only test of the week, though. The typhoon hit around the same time. Yes, it was a metaphorical one, but no less powerful for being so. In this case, honoring who I am required expansion, an opportunity not to hold ground, but to dissolve barriers. One closer than my heart to me was going through a very painful time. I saw that in order to be there, my strength would be in letting go of previous notions of right and wrong. I would need to resonate with a greater right in this. During his pain, like a typhoon for one who loves him, I expanded, let go of who I thought I had to be, and became who I am now. I let go of the fear that held me there. As soon as I released that, the typhoon disappeared, and I held the feather in perfect balance. Coming out of the labyrinth and the typhoon, I see the importance of 11's words. Thinking many times does not let us see or hear. It's just a mechanism of fear. The labyrinth and the storm are symbols of what we create when we allow our minds to run wild, generating fear through overthinking. We have a choice, though. We can let go. It seems the hardest thing of all to do when you're lost or fighting the storms within, or struggling with your limits. There's no paradox in this statement. As soon as you let go, you become who you're meant to be.